to be inspired through authentic conversations that is sure to be on everyone's lips.
Welcome everyone to episode 17 of On Everyone's Lips. We are so happy you guys have chose to listen to us. My name is Monique, aka Mo.
My name is Lindsay J.
And my name is Chelsea Jade, and we are the ladies of OEL. So let's get into it.
That's right.
Yes, live and direct.
I'm glad we back into the live
Conversations.
Yeah.
Yes. So ladies, what's been going on? What you got going on this weekend, or what you been up to?
Working.
Yeah,
Working and
pretty
sitting
much.
in traffic.
Yes.
Yeah, I've been doing schoolwork all weekend. I got a whole bunch of
School
I
started
got a
back
paper
up.
to write. I'm still in it. Feel like I've been in it forever, since 1985. So, but yeah, I'm still in it. Still got a lot of papers to write, and I'm gonna go to the movies tonight, though, later on tonight. So I'm trying to weigh my options, what I'm gonna see. But I'm gonna go tonight, have a little chill, little date night with my honey boo.
Love it. Love it. Yeah, for me, same here, just working. It's been a long week. I'm glad it's over. And I might go to the movies tonight also. I think I'm going to see Harriet. I'm going to check out Harriet
Okay.
and see what that's like. And that's pretty much it.
Yeah, we gotta support that movie. There's a lot of movies I've been wanting to see. So yeah, definitely get out there and support.
Yes, we got to get our Black Hollywood on, you know.
Absolutely. Now you know we got to get into some gossip though.
You know it. It's been a hot week.
Yeah, it's been really hot. We got a lot of topics we got to touch on.
I know the first one that comes to mind for me is the T.I. situation.
Right.
The whole situation of him coming out and admitting that he goes to the gynecologist with his 18-year-old daughter. And my first thing is, I love that he's an involved father. I love that. You know, I love that he loves his kids and everything. But my thing is, if that is something you're doing, why would you put that out to the world that you do that?
Yeah.
You know, and personally, I think is the invasion of privacy. I couldn't even imagine my dad come with me to the gynecologist.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
No way. And the one thing that struck me that I don't like is that he has a double standard. Like when it comes to his sons,
Right.
You know, it's like, you know, pat on the back, you having sex, you know, get it.
Right.
You know, but the daughter, you going to the gynecologist, making sure she's still a virgin.
Yeah.
You know, that's just a total double standard. And that's the part that I don't like, because you know, there's diseases out here, and you know, he needs to be just as concerned with his sons as with his daughter. You know,
You know, men care for their kids, for their daughters differently than their
that's
sons.
true. That is true.
And I think for me, especially becoming a teen mom, whatever, I think the main thing is just education and supporting your kids and their decisions. Because one thing I like about your mom, Chelsea, you know, she's always open with having that conversation about sex and things like that. And that's how, you know, of course you want to draw a line. You don't want your kids to say, I'm your friend and I can
Feel
talk to you,
comfortable.
however. But I want her to feel comfortable. So
Yeah.
I think that
Exactly.
is where, you know, what for me is kind of concerning, because I wouldn't want my children to feel like they can't come to me and talk to me about whatever. I want them to be able to feel okay, and I don't want them to feel dirty if they are, you know, wanting to have sex, because that's a natural part of life.
It
you know,
is.
kids
Natural
are
progression.
especially when they become teenagers. They're going to get into something, whether they just kiss or whatever. Ultimately, that's up to them, because they're going to make the choice to, you know, do that. We don't have any control over that. But I think educating them, letting them know, hey, protect yourself. These are the things to look out for. Keeping an open door and saying, you can come and talk to me about anything.
Yes.
I think that is more what needs to be taught, versus you better not be doing it. And if you're doing it, it's bad. And you're a girl, you shouldn't be doing that. Because then it kind of puts a thing of like, it's nasty, it's dirty, when it's really not, like you said.
I agree.
So,
I agree.
What was his daughter's response to him publicly?
The only thing that I seen is that they showed her, she had liked a couple of comments of people who said that's an invasion of privacy, things like that. But she hasn't come out
You know
with
she not gonna come out.
a statement
You
or
ain't
anything.
gonna come out and say nothing against your daddy.
Yeah.
Girl,
Yeah.
get your
That
butt
she
whooped.
not King Tip. Shut up.
Yeah, she's not gonna say nothing. But like you said, I love that he's a supportive dad, and hopefully her mom is being supportive. Like, of course, hopefully her mom is checking into that because she might feel more comfortable discussing things like that with her mom.
Exactly, and she's on blast. I mean, she's on blast. So yeah. And I guess I know more for him. It was like he was comfortable in the moment, and things just come out because he was in the moment. But in hindsight, he's probably like, "What did I say?"
Yeah, he probably hates that he probably said that, and like you said, it probably is something he should have kept quiet. But I love me some T.I. I think he's just being a concerned father.
He means well.
Yes. Yeah. I think he means
definitely.
well.
I love him too. His person, I love. How he loves his kids. Yes, I definitely love him.
But y'all, so did y'all hear about April Jones? Is that? Yeah, I think her last name is April Jones. She just did an interview with Nick Cannon talking about, she was with Omarion. She has 2 kids by him from the group B2K. And now she just did an interview with Nick Cannon talking about, the relationship that's transpired between her and Little Fizz, who was also a group member. She calls him Drew, of course. I guess that's his real name. She talks about how their relationship transpired, and she's been getting a lot of flack about it, and so I guess she felt like she needed to go on a public platform and explain herself now that they've been hiding it and it's finally come out on Love and Hip Hop. But she pretty much was trying to say that that Fizz and Omarion were never friends, and the public persona has always played it like that since they were in a group, and that the whole time she was dating Omarion, she had never met Fizz until she went on Love and Hip Hop. Just I don't know. What do y'all think about that?
I mean, even if she said she never actually met him, she knew that they were in a group for years together, so they knew each other very well.
Yes.
She can't make it. Yeah, she can't make it seem like they did not know each other, or it's not.
Because you remember, can you think about how many tours they went on and tour buses? How many times how much time they spent with each other? Yeah, over all those years. Like, come on now. Now, of course, there might have been some strife because, of course, the group dismantled because of they probably, of course, disbanded for a reason. However, you can't break the history that they had together.
Yes, I agree. I mean, she's in the hot seat, so she's trying to save face, any way she can. But I did see like a video that she put out where she said that everyone doesn't know what all went on in their relationship, like I guess alluding to the fact that he has stepped out on the relationship. She didn't say it, but she alluded to that fact. So a woman scorned, so maybe the friend is the get back,
Yeah.
It's the get back.
I mean, Fizz enjoying it. I guess that's all that. he ain't offended. He enjoying it, so I guess that's all that matters.
Yeah, and there's always 3 sides to the story.
Marion quiet. It is what it is.
It is what it is at this point. Yep.
Yeah, what can you do?
How about the girl that was missing from Clark Atlanta?
I heard a little bit about that,
and they found her body.
I heard it was her
roommate
and her boyfriend. Right.
But what happened though? Did they ever say? Because I just read about it the other day. But what happened?
They said that she reported. She called. What was it? 3 days.
Yes.
Prior to her going missing, she reported that her roommate's boyfriend was
sexually assaulted her.
Pretty much sexually assaulted her.
Yeah. That's what I heard.
But wait a minute. And so the roommate and the roommate's boyfriend are the ones
charged.
They're
being charged with
her
being missing.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's so sad. Prayers out to her family.
It's so
just
many.
Continue to lift them up. Yeah.
So many.
It's weird. It's scary.
It's very scary. Yep.
Yeah, definitely.
No one's safe.
No.
Yep.
So let's get into today's topic. The title of today's topic is The Impact of Social Media and Its Effects on Relationships. In this episode of OEL, the ladies discuss social media and the effects it has on relationships. We'll dive deeper into our opinions on how social media can be a positive or negative for your relationship and what our non-negotiables are when it comes to social media. Sit back, relax, and enjoy some juicy conversation that is sure to be on everyone's lips.
That's right. This is a great topic. Let's just get into some statistics because a lot of people, say, oh, well, we don't use social media. But on a website called broadbandsearch.net, they put out some numbers, and they said the average daily time spent on social media, according to Statista, this was in 2017, the most recent year, which has the full data available. People spend about 135 minutes per day, or nearly 2.5 hours on social media.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's a lot of time, y'all.
It's
2.5
more time
hours
spent with your kids.
People wake up before they even brush their teeth and be getting on social media.
Yeah.
More
logging on
time
social
spent with
media.
your family.
Right,
More time
exactly.
spending, thinking about spending time with yourself.
Exactly.
And when you can't sleep, or if you can't
You're
sleep,
on social
you're on
media.
social
Exactly.
media, you're scrolling.
Exactly. Yep.
So yeah, I believe those statistics.
I do too.
Yeah, I believe it.
So when it comes to relationships, I think that this can be a topic that can sometimes get people, riled up, because everybody uses social media, and social media is not only used now just for leisure, it's also used for business purposes. Like, you can't have a business out here and not have social media to promote it or anything. So regardless of the reasons, a lot of people use it, and it's something that's prevalent, and I don't think it's going away.
Yeah.
Anytime soon. So let's get into how social media relates to relationships. When do you guys feel it's okay to start posting your significant other, and is there a right or wrong time?
So, as we've talked a little bit about social media in the past, and as I said previous shows, social media is really not a thing for me, because essentially I'm a newbie. I just entered this world of social media in 2016. I know y'all like, what? Yep, 2016. So I'm pretty much a newbie. So for me, when it comes to my relationship and a significant other, I believe it's when both parties are comfortable. I believe in the relationship, when both parties are comfortable and they want to, post about it on social media, then that's the right time. I don't believe there's no right time. I don't believe there's no wrong time, because, I don't get too deep with social media. So that's my feeling on it.
I feel like previously I was the one, because I use social media, so I was pressed to show my significant other, or show who I'm loving, who's making me happy, like share with the world. I share with the world everything else.
Gotcha.
Why not share with the world what's making me happy? But I learned the effects from that. And learning that, I've also learned that people don't post their significant other because they might be living another secret life, or they are unsure, they're uncertain, and they're trying, just because the girl does it doesn't mean that the man's going to do it, because he doesn't want to make her feel, uncomfortable, obligated or uncomfortable and stuff like that. So now I'm not posting anybody until we're for certain that this is what, like, it's a very clear understanding. Like, it's us.
I got
and
you.
it's not something that I'm going to post all the time, but I'm going to post when I want to.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I agree. I've had issues in the past with social media and my significant other maybe not wanting to post or post me or whatever. But I think, we ourselves put weight on social media. And because I use social media, I don't use it as much as I probably used to, but I still get on there. But yeah, I agree with you. I think that it's when y'all feel comfortable, when y'all built that foundation. Because I do think there's some time that you should build your foundation of your relationship before y'all give it to the world. Yeah, exactly. Because once you give it to the world, and people go through breakups, and then they're deleting all the pictures of their significant other off their page, and it's like, girl, they done broke up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What's going on? They broke up.
You see that? You see what he posted? He said he was
Exactly, and
single
everybody
today.
knows your business.
You
So-
see what he posted?
Yep.
Like, your friends is more worried about shit that you
Exactly.
ain't even worried about.
Girl, what's going on? Such and such and took you off or whatever the page, or did y'all get in an argument?
You
Why
see what he
deleting-
posted?
Exactly.
And the thing about it is, once you put it to the public, you're open to public's opinion.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's,
Yep.
you're open to it.
So I think, I think build your foundation and then post your significant other when y'all are in a good space, whatever. So I definitely would say, for me, I definitely probably wouldn't post them within that first 90 days of us being together. It needs to be a little bit more time, even though.
So not posting the meaning, like, what if y'all are all out? Like, say we all are out at, locally Babylon or somewhere, say we out at the club and it's like a group photo. and y'all are next beside each other, it looks real evident that y'all are talking, or, you know, you wouldn't post that picture because y'all are...
If it's a group photo, I would post you in there. Yeah. I think if it's a group photo, I would post you in there. But I probably wouldn't, just a picture of us or somebody, I think that all
nothing that looks romantic.
Exactly. It's nothing like that.
Gives a romantic vibe.
Right. Yeah. And I'm not going to be doing no slick stuff to where we go out to dinner and I'm just posting... you know, just your hand in the picture or whatever, trying to make it obvious that I got somebody. I'ma just not post pictures like that at all. Like, just leave it out. If you know
them
you're not ready,
kill me.
Yeah, got somebody hand a foot up in the photo to my cuddle time.
I'm on a date.
Right. Cuddle time. Like, now you just doing it because you just want to show you on a date.
No face, no case.
Exactly. So, yeah, I think
that's funny.
Yeah, there's a fine line between that.
So, I don't feel like I should be controlled by what... I don't know.
No, not at all.
Like, I don't feel like I should be controlled because it's social media. I should watch what I post because it's that person. Like, if I'm happy and I had a very good day with that person, like, just hide it.
Right.
But I think we give social media the weight that it is.
Yes,
people
we
will
do.
try to downplay it and say like, it doesn't matter. Like, why do you care about being posted or whatever? But if you're getting on, like I said, if people literally are on social media while they using the bathroom, you taking a poop and you on social media,
Yeah,
you waking up and logging into social media and you trying to tell me it's not that serious.
And then you got people that's on social media to make statements.
Right.
Exactly.
Well, this kind of leads into our next touch point that we had is what's the difference between privacy and secrecy? So, like,
you had a good one on that.
You know, piggybacking off of what you said, I have some thoughts on that.
Yeah, I feel like being private is people know that y'all are together, but they don't know everything that's going on. They don't know what y'all are doing for the weekend. They don't know what's going on in your lives on an everyday basis. They don't know. That's being private. Being secret, I feel like it's sneaky. Like the person's not posting you at all, or they're like intentionally not posting you, not because they're trying to be private, not because anything. It's just a secret because they don't want nobody to know that it's you.
Wow. Yeah. I have a different mind on that. I have a different, for me, when it comes to social media, it's all privacy. To me, there's no such thing as secrecy. And I'll explain what I mean by that. Because when it comes to social media, it's about what I choose to share, you know, and if I don't choose to share my significant other, then that's what it is. I don't feel like I'm being secret. I don't choose to share that with, you know, my friends on Facebook. And that goes for the significant other as well. If he chooses not to post me on his page, I don't look at that as secrecy because we know what we are in real life. You know, we know, and the people who matter to us or are in our lives outside of social media, you know, they know what it is. So to me, it's all about privacy when it comes to that because it's all about what I choose to share.
Right.
And if I don't choose to share that, I don't feel like I'm being secret about it. It's just my privacy.
Yeah, and I definitely agree it's privacy, but this goes back to me once again saying how much weight you give social media, because if you started dating someone and you see that they're posting their every move, they post when they go out with their boys, they post when they're with their family. How often are you on social media? How active are you on social media?
Right.
And that to me,
that's
a red flag.
Yeah,
it's a red flag.
That's a deal breaker for
if
me,
you are someone who is social,
it's not a deal breaker, but it's going to raise a
flag when all of a sudden you want to be private about us. You know what I'm saying? So there's a difference between you being a private person in general. Like, I understand. Like, Jay-Z doesn't have a social media. So Beyonce can't be like, why you not posting me on your Instagram? That's an understanding they have. That's the type of person he is. However, if you are someone who has a social media and then it becomes a complaint like you don't want to post this, but you can post, I just went and ate at the store, or you're tagging your location of where you at. If you tagging the location of where you at, you know what I'm saying? Then no, you're not being private because you posting your every move. So yeah, that to me is being secretive. When you're an active person on social media and I see that you're being active and posting your friends and doing all this whenever you go to this place and that place, but then it's a problem when it comes to posting us. And I'm not talking about in the beginning stages of our relationship. I'm talking about when it's us and we know that we we're in
They
love.
know what you. They know what you're talking about.
We're monogamous, we're exclusive,
Right.
But then all of a sudden it becomes an issue with I don't want to post you. So that to me is the context is how often are you on social media? How much do you use it?
I agree with that. I agree with if you're dealing with someone who they post their every move now, they ain't posting you.
Right.
I can see you feeling some type of way, like, okay, why? Because you tell everything else.
Exactly.
So what's up?
So
with
what
that?
are you trying to be so proud before all of a sudden?
Right. But I truly, for me, I guess because I'm not so into the social media thing, I mean, I said deal breaker. I don't know so much if it's a deal breaker, but it is definitely something that would be a problem for me because that's not my personality.
Right.
As far as putting my every move on social media, I'm not going to do that. And I don't know if I want to deal with someone where that is, I mean, I don't want to change them, but because if that's who you are, that's who you are. But I don't know if I could. I don't know how I would deal with that situation.
And that makes sense because that makes sense.
You probably
that's when
won't. You would probably refrain from that type of lifestyle
Exactly.
if that's like a turn off for you.
Right.
If someone is that into social media.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know. I know from previous experience when I stopped posting, they start being concerned. But when I brought it up and I was concerned, it was just like it's no particular reason.
Right.
You're thinking of it too much. BS.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A bunch of BS.
Because I'm not putting anything derogatory about myself, so I'm definitely not about to put anything derogatory to make you look bad.
Right.
Make you so it's BS.
Right. Right.
Exactly. And so I think it just depends on how active and when your partner, when your partner is active, when your partner is posting all these type of things. Like I said, tagging your location and putting where you at when you take a picture, that is the ultimate unprivate person. Like you're not, don't try to give me the thing that you are private and you doing all that.
Good point.
But, because remember when people used to do that on Facebook, they used to tag where they was going to lunch. Just sit your ass down, like
eating lunch
you
at
doing
the
all
brewery.
of that, you doing all of that, then you active.
The Capital Owl Brewery.
Yeah, you doing
Lunch
all
with coworkers.
that. Exactly. So if you doing that, you out there. So what are y'all so getting into that, speaking of that mode, now that you brought up like you don't know if you would deal with someone who's that active, what are some non-negotiables when it comes to social media? Meaning like what is allowed when you guys are in relationships? Like are you okay with your significant other following their ex? Are you okay with your partner commenting on the opposite sex? Or if you're in a same-sex relationship, are you okay with your partner commenting on other people's pictures that you know that they might have an attraction to?
I feel like I'm pretty confident in myself. And I feel like whoever I deal with, that should be the very least of my concern. What you're commenting on, you have social media, so it's there for you to like other people's stuff. It's there for you to comment on their stuff. I hope you're encouraging. I hope you're cheering other people on. So I don't think that's, I'm not going to be too concerned until you're doing too much. And doing too much meaning like if I'm not making comments that you wouldn't like me doing, then you shouldn't be doing it.
Right.
So,
and I agree with Chelsea. It's all about trust. If we have trust in our relationship, it's not a thing for me to be that you're following your ex, or even if you're commenting, as long as they're respectful, as all the comments are respectful, and it's anything that you could say in front of me, I'm fine with it. I don't have any issue with that. Now, just to be all the way real, would my preference be that you just hit a like instead of a comment? Yeah.
Or instead of a
I was gonna say that.
Instead of a heart.
I was gonna say that. I was
You gotta
gonna say
go an extra round to do both.
I was gonna say, I don't know if I feel comfortable with you commenting on other people's pictures. I don't mind you following your ex, and I don't mind you liking pictures or whatever, but it depends, like you said, what the comment, and of course you can't clock nobody once you're on social media. You're never going to see what
my thing is,
really
if I'm doing it publicly on social media, if you see something, I'm commenting something on my ex's stuff, obviously it's not nothing that I'm hiding. Right. It's not a disrespect thing. Exactly. It's something that we're not beefing. Right. Something was funny, so we're going to laugh. We're adults.
Yes.
You're respected. No one has disrespected you. So if something that minor irritates someone, or I can totally understand if someone is constantly doing it when you constantly seeing people comment on that. that's annoying. Like, what is your motive really?
Right.
Are you trying to be seen? Are you
Right.
like, what is it? Are you just posting stuff because you like attention? Like, what is your goal? Why do you post what you post? If you can come out and be honest with me, like, say if we're in a relationship and my man is posting that, let's see, he watched porn or something, and how quick he come when he watch porn. If you posting that on social media, what's your goal?
What's the purpose?
Exactly.
What's the purpose? What are you looking for? First of all, is that respecting me?
Yeah.
Exactly.
No.
Yeah. Now you putting, and I think, like I said, when it comes to you following your ex and things like that and commenting, whatever, like I said, I guess it depends on what you're commenting, because of course we have, our OEL show. Sometimes we may post things that are thought provoking, and sometimes we may post things where we want people to interact with us. So yeah, there's been times where I may have interacted with my ex or whatever, or a man comments and he says something and I have conversation back and forth. So it depends on what you're using social media for or whatever.
Yes.
If you are someone who is in an industry or starting a business and they're like, good job, way to go, whatever. So I think it's just, what's the context to what you're saying or whatever. But if your ex is out and she got on a dress, or she posting a video of her clapping and you commented on it and putting heart emojis, then I might be like, what is going on? Like, what, so,
Yeah.
And like I said, you can't clock your significant other, so you may not see when they do that, but I think it depends on
Yes.
what's surrounding it. Like, why are you doing that? But liking the picture, whatever, I don't care.
Yeah, I agree. And at the end of the day, it's all about trust, because with social media, they have this thing called direct message, DMs. You can't see what's in the DMs.
can't- Exactly.
So you
see
have
it.
to, you have to trust. I bring that up because, you don't know what's going on in the DMs. So unless
Goes down in the DM.
I was thinking about that.
It definitely do though.
It's all about the trust. So that's where I have no issue with following the ex, commenting, liking. As long as it's respectful. At the end of the day, it's all about respect.
Yeah, that definitely is. Now, bringing this up, do y'all feel like social media should be a conversation when dating? Like, is it important to discuss your standards when it comes to social media? Because now, when you're dating, now you're meeting people. Some may do online dating. Some people may do, you might first go out, whatever. So should we be having these conversations before we get serious with someone?
I don't know. I don't know if social media is it plays a big part, but I feel like until y'all are established and y'all establish that y'all dating, and in certain things until something raised a red flag for you, I don't think it's like a priority that let's have a conversation about social media. No.
Yeah, I don't think it's like a sit down conversation, but I do think it like in the point of, like, say we're out taking pictures and things like that. I would want to have a conversation to know that you're going to post that picture. I don't want to just look up and you've posted that picture and I didn't know.
Right.
I would prefer some type of conversation like, oh, do you mind if I post this, or something like that. And then also, like I mentioned earlier, about
approval.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
social media approved. Okay. And then also, like we mentioned earlier about how often the person spends on social media. That would be the only conversation. But to me, that would come after you realize this person's, so much on social media. Then that may be a conversation after
I
that
think you
point.
need to discuss it. I think it's something that because we use it so much.
That's true.
I think, because when you're dating, depending on how you meet that person, if you do meet them and you are in DMs, or even if it's not a conversation, I think it's something that you should notice. Yeah. But what if you meet them online and y'all don't pass that information first? So I think if I'm dating, when I'm beginning to date someone, if I notice that they're doing these type of things, I don't want to have to bring up this when we have an issue. I think that, it needs to come up. Like, how often do you use social media or whatever? Or do you post people in your relationships? Because if I know that I see someone, that I'm dating someone who does post often, and then they're like, yeah, but I don't share my relationship stuff, that's kind of going to be a red flag for me, or kind of be like, okay, do I want to deal with that? Am I okay with that? Because then I can never bring it up throughout our relationship. If that's understood, I don't share my family and I don't share, whatever. But if I'm going out, I may share this. So there's certain things, like some people, don't want to show, like some people may show that they went out, like, and they may show like, oh, I took a picture with my friends, and then some people will actually post a video of them drunk dancing on the dance floor or smoking, you know, having the blunts in their hands. Not everybody is like that. So I want to know what I'm getting into and how you feel about certain things. It may not need to be like a serious, but just a general question, like, okay, so how you feel about social media? Do you share your relationship on there, or what type of person are you when it comes to social media? What type of things are you sharing or whatever on there? Because it's gonna come up. I mean, depending on how you use it and how often you use it, it's gonna come up in your relationship. It just is.
That's
So
a good
what
point.
do y'all
Good
think?
point.
What do y'all feel about like friends of like your dude or just somebody that you dealing with just constantly posting somebody more than what you do? Is that a
What do you mean, friends posting somebody more than we do?
like another female posting your dude?
Oh no, I don't like that. Where'd that come from?
Yeah.
Like what?
I'm trying to understand that.
Like if you have friends, like I've had friends come to me with issues that another female is posting her man more than what she's posting about or of her man,
Child, this
or
sound like a
comment,
conversation we need to have. child.
or comment on everything.
Like Nikki said, we about to get into some things. Like, what is going
And
on?
I have
Did she know
friends
that they had
has
friends?
other friends that always post them, and it's just, are you being considerate of who that person might be dealing with? Like, what is it?
yeah, this
But
is
did
new to
she?
me.
But did
Yeah.
she know that he had a specific female friend before when they were dealing with?
That's a question. If that person does
Maybe
or
she
does
didn't
not know
know.
that, but if they do know that,
Yeah,
Right.
I think that's those are conversations we got to have too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Add that to the list. Like,
Yep.
what type? Do you have female friends? And that. And then, do you feel comfortable with me posting or going out with my female friend and posting it? Like, that's a question. That might need to come up.
So, what do you think people's main? Well, we talked a little bit about this before. Their main goal for posting, do you guys say it's like for comments, likes, exposures? I mean, does it depend?
I don't. I don't know. People have so many intentions
Motives,
and
yeah.
motives, and who knows? A lot of stuff that I post on social media is stuff that I agree with.
Right. Right.
It's if it's something that I agree with, something that I probably can relate to. It's not always relatable.
Yes.
But if it's something that I agree with, I'm going to share it. I'm going to post it.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. It's not to send any subliminal. I'm not indirect with anyone. So if it's anything, anybody's taking anything direct or whatever, just let's talk about it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And I think it depends because we like you said, we are social media. So like this world, I think the world has become numb to a lot of things. Like even when it comes to like death and stuff, I see people post stuff like at funerals and things like that.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like you said, I think you kind of know who someone is or whatever. And you can tell by the behavior on social media.
Yeah.
Like, are they
Yeah.
posting things to get a reaction and
You
what
can
type
tell.
of
Majority of the time, you can tell.
what type of
Yeah.
person they are, whatever.
Yeah.
But like you said, when it comes to relationships, some people may just have a genuine like, okay, this is my significant other. There are people that I know, even myself now, when I go on social media, they post every relationship that they have. They post, you know what I'm saying, every
Even
time
if
they
it's
get with a
2
new
months
man.
after they break
Exactly. They constantly post it.
Uh-huh.
So to me, I don't know what your motive is. That kind of makes me feel like, dang, she posting, or he or she is posting everybody that they get with. So I don't know. I think that, that is a good question. I guess you would never know unless you know who, what kind of person or behaviors that they've shown you on social media. But that's a good question, though.
If I post pictures, sometimes I'm posting it for storage purposes. Mm-hmm. To be honest,
To save it?
To save it,
Uh-huh.
yeah. I can always go back to Facebook and take those pictures, but I don't necessarily have to keep it in my phone. Like
Right.
I know it's either on Instagram or it's on Facebook. So
And I've gone out with my significant other and posted a picture and just kept it. I haven't posted it. You know what I'm saying? There's plenty of pictures in my Google Photos,
yeah.
the Google backup that I may not have posted, and some of them I do.
Plenty pics, videos.
Yeah, some of them I don't. Exactly.
Yeah.
So I think it
Got
just
everything
depends.
in
Some
our-
people feel like every time they go out, they gotta post something.
Right.
Like tonight we going to the movies. I'm posting that we gonna be posted up at the movies. So it just depends. Like you kind of know and learn people's personalities on how they play. With social media, what's important or what they like to post.
what's important in their lives,
Right.
what
Exactly.
they like to do.
Yeah, and here's my thing. I love all aspects. I love having friends with the different personalities because I have friends who they love funny stuff, so they're always posting something funny, and I love that. And you have people who share the inspirational stuff, so it's good to have a mixture of friends with different personalities because everybody has different motives and different things that they like to share. So
and I know somebody who does that. I know people who just post motivational stuff or just post workout stuff. Like I think it just depends on who you are or whatever. Like I genuinely know, like shout out to my high school friend D Anderson and his wife. They actually have Grinding for Gains. They have G for G, and they always post like workout things, stuff like that, motivational stuff, and when they're in the gym. So I think it just depends. Like,
I love that.
That they're always posting that type of stuff. So it depends on how you're using it and everything. Their motive is strictly, we want to get y'all motivated to get out there and work out. And that might be what, that's just their main thing of what they're posting on social media. If you go to their page, that's what their page is, him and his wife, that's what their pages are about. Other people, like I said, some people are clout chasers and they want to post. Some people just post memes. They barely post pictures of themselves. They just post memes or funny GIFs, things like that, or funny articles. So it just depends.
So I know Mo wouldn't be pissed because she's not dealing with anyone that's not really on social media, so she really wouldn't care. But would you be mad if your significant other didn't post about you on your birthday?
I've had this. Like I told you, I've had my issues with social media. I've had it, and my significant other ended up getting off social media. Well, he didn't get off of it. He just stopped posting. So he stopped posting, whatever, but he still uses it. But yeah, we definitely had our hard time on social media. So I'm not a stranger to that. But now, no, because I know he's not on it. So I think, like I said, when it comes back to how active are you on it?
Yes, that's what I was going to say.
How active are you on it? When you're posting other people, or when you posting every year for your birthday and saying, "Oh, it's my birthday" and stuff, then I feel like you should give me the same energy. Keep the same energy.
Keep the same energy.
Yeah,
that's what I said too. I said it wouldn't bother me at all because I know who they are to me and how they treat me. But if we've established a presence on social media, meaning this is something we do periodically, we post each other, and you didn't post me on my birthday, I think I would feel some type of way only because we've established a presence on social media.
Exactly.
But outside of that, no, because I know who you are to me, and
yeah, and I'm at that space too. How you feel about me, I want you to treat me better than what's on social media. So I've come to appreciate that more than what's on social media.
Yeah.
Yep.
So what about if your significant other has different social media accounts? Because there's Twitter, there's Snapchat, there's Instagram, and there's Facebook. How do y'all feel about that? Are they required to post you on all their social media? And do you feel the need to be friends with them on every social media account that they have?
I feel like if I want to, yes. Do I need to? I don't think so. No. I don't need to, but if I want to, their options should be there. But do they need to post me? You need to show something.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're posting and I'm not if I'm not a secret, if it's not, even if you have 1,000 pictures, if there's only one picture of me, no one can ever say that they did not know that I existed.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, because to me, if you have all them social media accounts, you active. Like, that's the main, you know what I'm saying? That's the main thing to me. Like, you're active. If you have that many social media accounts, you can't tell me you're not using it.
That's true.
The fact that this is even a topic is sad. So social media has really grown. Like,
it's taken over.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because everybody uses it. You can't say that you...
And I'm quite sure it causes arguments within relationships.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so that's why,
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
People break up because of social media. Yeah,
it's a thing.
I've definitely got it. I'm telling y'all, I done went through my struggles, child, with social media. I mean, it got really that real. And I know it sounds like juvenile, but I'm telling y'all, it just makes a female wonder, like, why aren't you posting, or why are you excluding me from? I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm not
making you look bad. I'm not.
Right.
You might lose a few inches, but honestly, are you really losing them? Because that's attractive to some females. They cling to you more when you expose who you're. They want what you have.
Exactly.
So they
It's
want
true.
what you're willing to give. So when they see that, I mean, they're like
Exactly.
bunnies.
Why do you want to keep it so? Yeah. Why are you keeping that part open anyway? It's kind of just like, are you kind of keeping it open because you don't know what's going to work out with it? Like how it's going to turn
You don't
out?
want to look like a fool if y'all break
Right.
up, or if you don't want. Yeah, what is it?
But I think if you spread it out, it should be fine. Like there's no way in the world I would post my significant other every day or every single time we go out. That's just me. That's just my opinion. I think doing it with a dose here and dose there, just a little bit.
Show the world you're thankful. Tell the world how
Exactly.
much you have been blessed with what you've been given. I mean,
Exactly.
you share everything else.
Right, exactly. If you posting everything else
Yeah.
and posting every day,
I'm part of family. I'm part of work.
exactly, exactly. Because regardless of how you look at it, people, you can't say you don't get on there at all. Now, if you're a person who says that they don't get on there at all, I don't have social media, I don't use it, and you're strictly a businessman, I go to work, I don't do all of that, then fine. Then I understand you not posting. But
No,
nowadays,
then that means just post business. That means don't post family. That
Exactly.
means don't share anything else that's not relating to your business and that's not relating to your job.
Exactly.
Which means you shouldn't be sharing articles of any other female that done something good if you ain't shared what the hell I've accomplished.
Exactly.
So no,
Yeah.
if it's business, then keep it as business. If that's what you're gonna stick to. But if it's
Preach.
not just business, then don't tell me that it's just business, because then it's just excuses of why you don't need to put me on there.
tell it.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. I guess for me, coming from a world where I'm aging myself, where I knew a world before social media. So
We all did.
we all
Yeah,
do.
in high school, I didn't grow up with no social
With
media.
no
I
social
forget
media.
about that.
Well,
Yeah.
we had Black Planet and stuff, but it wasn't that
Yeah.
serious.
Yeah, it wasn't like that.
The top 8s was really important.
and I
On MySpace.
On MySpace.
See, I've
those
never
are,
seen
yeah.
MySpace. I never seen it.
Oh,
Really?
yeah, we had
Yeah.
Remember Zynga?
Oh yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, y'all taking it. We throwing it back all the way back.
Yeah.
No, social media was definitely, it just
Mo,
wasn't.
you remember Black Planet? You can't say that.
I remember
Yeah.
Black Planet, but I never seen it.
Girl,
yeah,
we were
I
dying
remember
to get
it.
on Black Planet.
Yeah.
I remember when I found my high school sweetheart on there. I was like, this mother, he on Black Planet.
They still got
Yeah.
it.
I never been on Black Planet or MySpace. Yeah,
Really?
Yeah,
we still
Social media was definitely around, and it definitely made statements back then.
Yeah,
but people
It
weren't
just-
posting it like
has
they are
grown.
now.
It's-
Yeah.
No, they were. It just wasn't as important. Like, it wasn't a. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. It evolved. It was important, but it evolved. Like, whoever people had on their top 8 in MySpace mattered. It was arguments as to why I ain't make your top 8.
Yeah.
Why I ain't make your top 10. It was
Yeah.
still there.
You used to have to rotate it.
Yeah, had to
child.
rotate it. This week you gonna be on my top 8.
This week
Why
you
they
on my top
why
8.
they get a marquee
Right.
of pictures on there?
Exactly.
And I'm not a
Wow.
part of that marquee.
So this brings up a question, because I've heard, I don't know if you guys have heard this, with Instagram, they were testing out not showing the likes, not showing how many likes people get, because, of the pressures, for the kids, the bullying and things like
I
that.
think they should do
That's
it.
yeah.
So
that's,
how do
too
you
many
feel?
people feel validated.
Right.
When they're doing, I mean, they'll still get the notifications,
Uh-huh.
but nobody else will be able to see how many people's actually really liking, what's actually validating these
Exactly.
Yeah.
It'll be more like the stories, the
Yeah.
Insta stories.
Or the
It's on
comments.
here.
Will they
Yes.
keep the comments, or they're saying they remove
See,
all
I
of
didn't hear
Okay.
that part about the comments, but I know they said they were testing the likes in another country or something, like removing
I think
the
it's
likes.
worth a try.
Yeah.
I definitely
I
think
think
they
so.
test everything else.
Mm-hmm.
I think
and it would, like you said, whatever. I think honestly, if they got rid of the likes and stuff, I think a lot of people
have a reality show.
would have a reality show. Because I've actually been around people who've been like, child, I'm deleting this pic, whatever. I only
I ain't
got
got-
this many likes, whatever. And I'm like, really?
Really?
Like, I've literally seen some, I won't say any names, but I've literally been around someone. So I think it would kind of bring people back down to reality and kind of, see if they're really going to be posting as much as they would if they didn't get the attention that
If
they
they didn't
feel
have
like they
nothing to
needed.
compare
People-
Exactly.
People probably be screenshotting, the back end and posting.
Yeah, because I mean, just think about how many people like people, all those hashtags on people, like when people post pictures now, people have gotten privy to putting the hashtags. They're like, oh, I want my picture to be seen for multiple things. So if somebody clicks on this hashtag, they'll be able to see it. Or people will tag famous blogs or things like that so they can, their picture. And it's like, because you want to be seen, because you want your picture.
You want that attention.
Exactly. You want that attention, whatever. You want someone to tag you. You want someone to, you want to get the more followers. You want to get more people to see your photo. So yeah, I think it depends on what your motive is, and I think that would definitely bring people back down to reality if they got rid of that.
I think so.
I went through, I know not too long ago, went through people who I just noticed they just think they celebrities or something. They just, you like they stuff, they ain't liking none of your stuff. What do you want my social media for?
Exactly, just following to be
what do you
nosy.
yeah what do you want?
Nosy. Yeah.
You think you the cutest thing walking?
Believe it or not, people have given, social media has given people that segue to feel like that. They definitely do.
You feel like a celebrity in your own way. Right.
Ain't getting paid to do nothing.
Exactly.
Just advertising you, your body, and everything else that ain't.
But they love it. If you like it, I love it. We're making a dime off of it, but if you like it, I love it.
And then I guess it's the thing,
Go on, girl.
True, and I guess it's also some people's motivation is to go viral. They're trying to post whatever to see what sticks. You know, 'cause you never know. You never know what's going to go viral. You know, and you put it out there, and it goes viral, and
Now, I will admit, for business purposes, if you are someone who is trying to brand yourself and build your business, you do have to be active on social media, and that is one place where I feel like, I would probably need to work on, because social media, I do look at it, but I may look at it more so when I'm bored, like when I'm using, when I'm using the bathroom. I'm not gonna lie, when I wake up in the morning before I'm about to do something, I might look at it real quick, and then I may not look at it again until later on in the afternoon when I go to lunch or something. But so, I think it depends, whatever, on how much, but there literally are people who, and maybe they're not, maybe they're using an automatic post thing, I don't know. But there are people who are on there every single day. They post something every single day. And, if you're trying to build a brand,
that's how you do it.
That's how you're going to have to do it. You're going to have to build it.
You got to put yourself out there.
Somebody to relate to. They want the entertainment. They want it. So I think it just depends what it is. But if you're someone who doesn't have a brand and you're just, you're posting every day, like you said, what is your motive? What are you doing it for? What do you post? And that's a good question to ask people. What do they post for? I think that's a very good question. If there's any callers out there who wants to speak on that, on why you post on social media,
I really want to know. What is the motive? Like, what's your motive when you post stuff that's not positive, or when you posting something that's like derogatory? Right. What is your motive?
Yeah,
that's a good question.
Call in, y'all, if y'all have any comments on that. We would love to know what your motive is on why you post negative things or anything. Yeah, speak to it. But last but not least, since we've had a good, I think this is a great conversation. I think it is thought-provoking and leads to so many things. So for the last and final question, do you feel your relationship isn't real if it's not displayed on social media? Ladies, what do y'all think?
If we have an understanding that social media is not validating anything for us, and if you're it back to what you were saying, it depends on how you use social media. So if we've agreed that we're not going to post each other or nothing, then I guess that's just something that you either going to have to agree with or disagree with, and agree to disagree, or I don't know. Right. I don't think it's going to validate it, but what works for you, I guess. Yeah. What works for me.
Yeah.
As long as it's an understanding.
Definitely.
What about you, Mo?
Well, social media for me, it doesn't define anything in my life. It's all about how I'm treated and respected within the relationship and in real life. Yeah. So that's what dictates what's real, not social media.
I agree. Like I said, that's what I've learned to appreciate, is that I was probably caught up on the wave at one point in time. But yeah, I want to be respected within my relationship in real life. So that is what's more important. However, back to what Chelsea J said, depending on how you're using, how often you're using it, if I know my significant other is on there a lot and I see them posting a lot of things and you're active, then yes, I'm going to expect you give me that same energy that you give him when you posting where you're at, how you're out, when you go out with your friends. I don't know. Keep the same energy.
Yeah, keep that up. If I make you happy. If I'm the queen you've always wanted.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If I'm the love you always needed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Love
just
it.
Don't do it if you're not respecting me, though.
Right.
Just don't. I'd rather, let's keep it a mutual understanding. If you're not ready, then let's just say that.
Yeah.
Don't just make excuses. Just say that.
Exactly. Keep it all the way real.
Yeah.
If that's
just
how you
be
feel.
honest.
All right, y'all. This was a great show. I really liked that. The
Yes.
conversation, I think it was great.
Yeah.
Good conversation.
Good topic for our first conversation that we've had in a long time.
Yes. We've been in interview mode. So, yeah, it's nice just to connect, and this is a great conversation.
So to our audience, if you're listening, you can contact us on our email at podcast@oelshow.com. You can follow us on social media. Our IG is OEL Show. Our Facebook is On Everyone's Lips. That's with an apostrophe S. And you can also get the episode, the show notes for this particular episode, and it's oelshow.com/ this is episode number 17. You can contact the feedback hotline at 571-206-8292. There you can give us feedback on previous shows. You can also give us topic ideas. And if there's anything specific that you would like for us to discuss, you can do so anonymously. Please subscribe to our podcast On Everyone's Lips. Again, that's with an apostrophe S. You can subscribe on iTunes Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play, and other platforms that you may consume podcasts. You can also catch us on the True Radio Network under blogtalkradio.com. Please give us a rating. 5-star ratings are very much appreciated, but all honest feedback is welcome.
Yeah, so to wrap up, ladies, I love this conversation. So I think what we've learned here is social media is a thing, but in your relationship, it's only a thing if you make it a thing.
Yep.
Absolutely.
So I'll just end with that. And until we meet again, live well, laugh often, and love much. Bye-bye.